we got caught off guard with shocking news prior to one of the most anticipated tournaments of this year. A long-awaited rematch between Charles Oliveira and Ислам Makhachev undergone some changes. Now, instead of the Brazilian, Alexander Volkanovski steps up, who already had his chance against the Dagestani and desperately wanted the second opportunity. Take a seat and get ready for an epic promo for a teeth-shattering rematch at UFC 294. Please don't forget about the likes, comments with forwards, and subscribe to the channel. Here we go! Well, I guess let's start with what we already know. The story of Ислам Makhachev in many ways represents the classic conception of a professional fighter's formation who perfects his mastery and eventually reaches the very top. His professional career began in 2010. Back then, the future champion from Dagestan broke into the mixed martial arts at the age of 19. In just 4 years, Ислам racked up 11 convincing victories, and with the support of the right circle and reliable coaching team, he managed to do everything he could to get noticed by the world's best league.
Well, thank you very much for the congrats. I fly here in the US earlier, like 1 month or 1.5 before, and I was training in one of the best camps in the world in the AKA gym with the best guys. And I came to this fight in my top shape, you know. That was my best shape.
At first, it seemed that Makhachev would take the same spot in the promotion as his close friend Khabib Nurmagomedov, whose example left a clear mark as the Dagestani debuted in the UFC 3 years earlier and has continued to perform since then, not knowing the taste of defeat. However, at the beginning of his career, Ислам ultimately made one single mistake. The first, and since then the only, loss of the future champion had some impact on Makhachev's further work, in a way that he made timely conclusions of the situation and managed to get back on the winning path. Thanks everybody, the whole Dagestan Pushet, Salam Alaikum.
Hey Dana, I want a money fight, give me Mayweather, woo!
You just say Mayweather?
Yes, give me Mayweather. Hey DC. Tell this guy I deserve for top 15, or I wanna fight with Brock Lesnar.
No guys, I'm very happy when I finish my fight first round because I don't have injury, feel good, everything is good, I'm very happy.
After 7 long years, the contender from Dagestan got as close as possible to the title opportunity. By that moment, Khabib had already left the lightweight throne and vacancy, so to say, became open. In February of 2022, Ислам Makhachev stopped Bobby Green in the first round via TKO, and it happened to be the 10th consecutive win for a hungry prospect.
He won't make money, he make money, and he's happy too because I see his face, he's happy.
What was said there?
He told me, hey, you're strong. I told him, hey, brother, sorry, I have to fight for the title. And he said, you will fight.
A young and fired-up Dagestani did not want to let such an opportunity slip. Or more so, the situation in the division allowed him to take advantage of it. After the Eagle left, Charles Oliveira took the crown and had time to clear out the entire top 5 and needed a new opponent. Luckily, the stars aligned at UFC 280 on October the 22nd of 2022.
Take this belt, I just thinking about him because before he have many lose, many like hard fight, and I never think this guy gonna be champion.
Ислам Makhachev is gonna be new lightweight champion in Abu Dhabi. And Islam gonna beat all these guys who's gonna put in front of him. Doesn't matter who is next.
And he did it.
UFC Lightweight Champion of the World, Ислам Makhachev.
First, I have to say, I always ask God, but He give me always more than what I ask. Alhamdulillah. And Abu Dhabi, thank you. I training so hard for this moment. All my life, when I was kids, I preparing for that moment. And I want to say thank you.
I've been saying all week, you got two of the absolute best in the world in their prime facing off, and you know, when I went up into the octagon after, Habib said, I told you he's the best in the world.
With this performance, Ислам Makhachev proved that he is worthy to carry and continue the great Dagestani legacy that Habib Nurmagomedov laid the foundation for. However, Makhachev was not willing to stop on that. Not leaving the octagon, he immediately called out the pound-for-pound #1 fighter, Alexander Volkanovski.
I didn't see this short guy, bring him here.
The professional path and achievements of the great for the most part resembled those of Islam, that he had to go through the long years of active career. The formation of the Australian in the sport started with rugby and Greco-Roman wrestling. Later, Volkanovski got interested in mixed martial arts and began to lay a path to the very top. In November of 2016, he had a debut in the world's best league with a record of 13-1.
It's always good to fight in front of a home crowd, and it being a pay-per-view, you know, I want to fight out there in America, in the US, but this card come along, you know, just fought not long ago, but I was like, I have to get on that. And Sean Shelby wanted me on it and wanted me to face Kennedy. So, you know, we're both 3-0, you know, we're both threat to this division, and I showed why I'm the real threat.
Throughout more than 3 years, Alexander was confidently moving towards the top of the featherweight division and was getting through thorns to the stars with every subsequent performance.
Yeah, man, a bit emotional as well, you know what I mean? It's crazy. Still, I don't know, it really hasn't kicked in, really, because I've had to get the stitches and do a bit of the media and stuff like that, but, you know, it's Chad Mendes, you know I've said this in the interviews, you know, I'm going, he's only lost to the greats and I'm going to be another great. You say these things, but it's can happen, you know what I mean? It's unreal.
Nor the opponent. Volkanovski getting to the pressure now. Volkanovski is fighting
Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
Hey, I'm next in line 100%. I'm the only one who's undefeated in the top 3 now. I should be ranked #1.
7 dominant victories in a row put the contender from Australia right against the champion in the face of blessed Max Holloway.
Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
Yeah, he looked good, and that market is massive for us. You know, so maybe we do that rematch in Australia. I don't know, just off the top of my head.
On December the 14th of 2019, in the co-main event of UFC 245, Alexander Volkanovski dethroned the Hawaiian and became the new featherweight champion. Yes, as you already know, eventually the fighters were set to have a rematch, and not one, and in each of them, the unchangeable winner was the great one.
But I had to get in my own head because I knew I'm the best. I just need to remind myself. And hey, I want to say something. Everyone back home, everyone, I don't care if you love me or hate me, stand up for yourself. People be trying to bring me down. I stood up, and look at me now. No one can bring me down anymore. Stand up for yourself.
Apart from that, Volkanovski continued to defend the championship against other contenders as well, whom he stopped in the exact same fashion.
Yeah, man, it was good. You know, I said that's what I was going to do. You know, I'm showing everyone, I tell everyone, I told you all week that I'm going to show them on another level. I'm raising the bar each time, and you've seen that. You know what I mean? You've seen that, you know, a lot of these guys can't touch me. So
And now it was the time for the first fight between Alexander and Islam.
Let's do it. Hey, the lightweight on the line, pound for pound #1 on the line. Let's do it.
Makhachev and Volkanovski shared the octagon on February the 12th in the main event at UFC 284.
That's going to be one hard thing. Getting me down is going to be a problem. If you do, I'm bouncing right back up, and it's going to be stand up most of the way through. So that's how.
It's not possible because I am the champion and we fight 150 fight. This is not his area. This is other power, other division. I'm gonna beat him easy.
As you remember, the first fight between the Dagestani and the Great One didn't go down in the way everybody expected and predicted. Alexander Volkanovski gave Islam the hardest fight and showed everybody that he is the same man from flesh and blood as everybody else. But either way, he lost via unanimous decision.
I show why I'm #1. They have to improve more. They have good striking, good wrestling, grappling skills. This is his area, but you like or you don't like, I am best fighter in the world right now. Thank you.
You want?
Short but strong.
Should we do it again? Feel good. Maybe Abu Dhabi.
Yes.
We deserve the one in Abu Dhabi. My turn to get booed.
I watched the fight anyway. I watched the fight and see what it was like. I'm hearing that he was saying, I heard a whisper, I could be wrong, that he was going back to his corner saying he wants a rematch because he thought he lost. So that's funny. I would jump on that. Rematch.
He didn't respect my wrestling grappling, and I guess maybe I didn't respect his striking enough either because he landed some shots. So fair play to both of us. Look, obviously I would have liked to say this message with a win, but again, nothing wrong with challenging yourselves. I'm a better fighter because of this. The featherweights, you better watch out because you challenge yourself like this, it only makes you stronger. The reason why I had to push myself is because I knew how good their team was, I knew how good Islam was. He is as good as you were saying. I just told you I'm the right man for the job. You could see I can get the job done, but I pulled up short tonight. Congrats to Islam, great fighter. Maybe we'll settle pound for pound #1 again.
A long period has elapsed since then. Charles Oliveira got back in the win column. Islam Makhachev began to wait for the result of his fight against Beneil Dariush, while Alexander Volkanovski had another defense, stopping Yair Rodriguez via TKO in the 3rd round. Later, it became known that the rematch between Du Bronx and the Dagestani would take place at UFC 294 in the United Arab Emirates. The Great One even shared his opinion on the upcoming fight and picked the favorite in the 2nd fight.
I expect that to go similar, and that's no disrespect. Well, obviously, Charles is very dangerous. He can always catch him, but I think Islam's style, he's patient. He doesn't take unnecessary risks. So you need to, put it to him in different ways than just hoping to land something, just one shot. I think so, but.
And actually, nothing promised any troubles. But with 10 days left to the set date, the Brazilian got a cut in the sparring and pulled out of the title fight. Suddenly, the Australian stepped into the game on short notice.
The Volkanovski crew, I mean, him and Israel, these guys are just absolute studs, man. He jumps in and he accepts the fight.
I mean, you won't see me change too much weight, to be honest. I move best and I'm strong enough for the lightweights even at the weight I am. And I've proved that, you know what I mean? I proved that against probably the strongest and the best grappler, wrestler that there is in that division. So I've showed and I've proved. So I want to be sharp, I want to be fast in that division. So, I've been undersized my whole life, man, and it's never been a problem for me. And I think that'll just add to the story. So I'll try and look as small as I can to make the victory look as big as it can be.
What do you think about a sudden change of opponent for Islam Makhachev? Leave your opinion in the comments below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the new videos. And of course, hit the like button if you enjoyed this one. See you soon.